What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again with another video. This is very exciting, and I wanted to talk about this because Stephanie McMahon announced that on January 28th, there is going to be a Women's Royal Rumble match, and this is for the first time ever. They're going to celebrate women's wrestling and give them a Royal Rumble match themselves. Right now, we don't know how many women are going to be involved in it, whether it's going to be 20, 30, or how they're going to play it out, but I think there's going to be a good mix of people that are from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and maybe some surprises. And that's why I thought it would be fun to actually talk about 5 of those surprises I would love to see in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, first off, I want to talk about women that were already in the WWE and making a return to be in this Rumble match. And first off, I want to put Lita's name in there. I think Lita was awesome when she was in the WWE, and then she did the stuff with the Myun Classic doing the commentary. And I think for her to come back and be in that Royal Rumble match would be amazing. I think that even though she hasn't been wrestling for a while, I think that she could come in, she could do some awesome things, and then she could get eliminated. And I think if you put her in there with some of the names that are in the WWE right now, I think it'd be fun to see them pair up in that match. And then for her to maybe put somebody over would be an awesome way to go. Continuing on with that, we have to talk about Lita. Well, you can't talk about her without talking about Trish Stratus. That's right. I think Trish Stratus coming out in the Philadelphia crowd, making a return to the WWE and being in this match would just be something that would put it over the top. I think, again, I don't really know how they want to play it out, but I think able to have Trish Stratus be in this Rumble match, have her go face to face with some of those women that are making the women's division so great right now, and then being able to put one of them over, I think it would be great. Number 3, we have an awesome one. I think this is very, very special. Again, this goes on with a return to the WWE. I think you've seen her in Impact Wrestling, and she was in WWE for a while, and I think she's a future WWE Hall of Famer, but that is Gail Kim. Her contract is up, and she's no longer with Impact Wrestling, and I think for her to come into the WWE Hall of Fame, I think this would be a great way to put her in the Rumble match and then have her, if she wants to have a little run for a year maybe, then go into Hall of Fame, or even just come in this match and then put her on the ballot to be in the Hall of Fame, or even have her be in the Rumble, put her in this year's Hall of Fame. It would be perfect. I think just Gail Kim goes down as one of my favorite females of all time. She is going to be like a top tier women's wrestler with her, Lita, and Trish. Again, all being in that match would just put it over. And again, to put over some of that younger talent with Gail Kim, or even have Gail Kim eliminate a lot of people and have a nice run for one more year, I would love to see it. I think Gail Kim is a top tier athlete, and she deserves to be in this Rumble match. In at number 4, we have to take a look at somebody who I think is going to be in this match. We already know that Shayna Baszler is going to be in NXT, but another 4-horsewoman, Ronda Rousey. I think that Ronda Rousey is definitely going to be in this Rumble match. I think it's a great way to debut her. If they want her to be in WWE and get people to talk, this is the perfect time to do it, and it is in the Royal Rumble match. I think she's bigger than NXT. I don't think she needs to go to NXT. I think secretly she's been training behind the scenes, and I think that this would be a perfect time. Bring her in, have her be in the Rumble, because a Rumble match, you can protect her, right? If she's not that great in the ring yet as far as a professional wrestler, which I still think she should be great because she was an MMA athlete and she's a huge star, I think if Ronda Rousey comes in that Royal Rumble match, she could have a huge debut, and it would be one of the biggest moments in not only sports, it'd be in entertainment, it'd be on ESPN, everybody would be talking about it, and it would be amazing. I mean, there's been rumors of her coming into WWE, and then they've been saying, well, no, she's not. Triple H is saying no. I just think they're playing us. They're trying to hide the fact that she's coming into WWE. And I know the Royal Rumble would be one of the biggest debuts of all time if she could come in. And last but certainly not least on my list of surprise debuts or entrances into the Women's Royal Rumble, I would say anybody from the Myun Classic, whether it's Candice LeRae, Toni Storm, Kimberly as Abby Lath, whatever you want it to be. I think you bring in a lot of women from that Myun Classic. If you're going to have a full 30 women Rumble match, you got to have some of those Myun Classic people, and I think they did a great job. There's so many people that I want to see returning, even like someone who a lot of people probably didn't think a lot about, but I say Jazzy Gabert. If you remember Jazzy Gabert, she had one of the favorite matches on the Myun Classic for me. I just loved her character. I think it was different than what's going on there. And for her to come in, like I said, with Candice LeRae, Toni Storm, Abby Lath, there's a mix of who's who, and everybody could come in to this Royal Rumble match. And I think you got to pick some of those people that were in that Myun Classic and put them over. I mean, now we have Ruby Riott, we have Sarah Logan, we have Absolution, the Riot Squad. There's going to be a mix of everybody. And it's going to be cool now. Now that they have these groups going on, I feel like we're going to get like an Absolution versus a Riot Squad head-to-head in this Rumble match, just to see who is the top team right now in WWE. And it would also be cool, which I didn't include this on the list, but it'd be cool to see some of the Bellas. If one of the Bellas wants to return, if Nikki wants to come back, or if you want to have Brie. I mean, Brie's been training, so it could be one of, you know, or maybe both of them could come into the Rumble match. That's kind of just off the top of my head, not on this list, but I think if you include those names that I talked about, you got Lita, you got Trish, you got Gail Kim, also debuting Ronda Rousey, and then bring those Myun Classics along with maybe returning Bellas, I think you'll have an interesting Royal Rumble match, and I think it's something that everybody will want to see. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is there anybody on here that maybe I missed? Maybe it's somebody from Ring of Honor. Maybe it's TNA. I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy this kind of video. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy, and we'll see you in another video.